Hello and welcome everyone, welcome to another Pastor Druski stream. I like to play family-friendly games, have good clean fun, and today we're going to be playing some more Guildrun, which we've been thoroughly enjoying, but the latest news is that there has been a patch, and so I'm going to pull this up. I have not seen this yet. I'm just going to put this, we're going to share this together. This is still the demo version of Guildrun. We are looking at update 0.5.1.718. All right. Over 200,000 of us have played the demo and made it the #1 demo on Steam. Congrats, by the way, to all the devs making this. This is a wonderful, wonderful game. Well-deserved. Thoroughly enjoyable. Special thank you to the Discord community. First week, put together a wiki. There's team builders, fan art, even a website. There's so much going on. That is true. All right, so we've got patch notes. Okay, big balance update to expand the number of playable strategies and address some points of frustrations, and a small quality of life improvements and bug fixes based on that. So, star for community suggestions. Yay, gold star us. Although I don't know if if we can actually claim that, but even so. All right, note for new players, the merged SSS leaderboards. Oh, the merged and. So they've got like the two, except for all the leaderboards except for the Red Rift, do get reset in their weekly. This is not part of the patch. This is part of every patch. Like this is just their weekly reset. They do not reset the Red Rift with the victory, chaining together the victories. But the SSS does get reset. So right now, I think the #1, or at least 20 minutes ago when I last looked, because it's, you know, it'll get updated very quickly. It'll be, there was like #1 was like 2 wins or 2 levels on that. So while the Red Rift leaderboard stays on longer as more of a seasonal feature. Leaderboard Hall of Fame can be found in their Discord. Very cool. The last difficulty you picked last run is now the difficulty of your next run by default. Very nice. As a reset timer, the leaderboard board, so you can see when it's going to take place. Fixed refreshing rushes, counting twice on the rush counter. Fixed an oh, hold on. Refreshing rushes should still count 1 additional time, correct? Even Riot devs have been playing and enjoying theirs. I think for TFT Pros trying to get the game in a tournament. That is awesome, Amy. That's great to hear. Absolutely. So they fixed an exploit. So on this twice thing, if I've got Nyx and Nyx gets the first rush and then gets the 12 hits in and refreshes the rush, I'm still getting a second rush on the counter, and then a third, and then a fourth. I'm guessing that the bug, like I'm hoping that, I'm guessing that the bug was that maybe instead of going from 1 to 2 to 3, it went 1, then 3, then 5. Like counting twice or something. But I certainly hope that it counts that multiple times. Like the baseline. Okay, an exploit that allowed players to quit the game without saving during the shop. Option to disable data collection. Oh, not appearing. Oh, okay. Soft lock happening due to the wrong delay in the results screen. Exception happening when click spamming the proceed. S-rank heroes offered in the shop and endless, sometimes having duplicate class modifiers implemented earlier. Ah, I did see this in the hotfix, but I was a little sad about it, to be honest. One of my first good runs way back when had a duplicate ability that was amazing, and I thought it was intentional. I was like, that's so cool that you can stack this. And I was wrong. Okay, it was a bug. I thought it was a feature. Nyx with rush. Yeah, if you're gonna go rush, it's kind of like you have to go Nyx at this point. Like it's just, it is the rush build. Okay, balance changes. Alico. Okay, lead designer. We'll call him Al. One of the favorite parts of working on Guildrun is putting together their balance patches, which we're doing every week. One of the main things used for making balance decisions is our internal data. Uses data completed runs to track statistics and the popularity and win rate of heroes, items, relics. I genuinely never could have imagined just how much beautiful data I would have access to for putting together this balance patch when we launched the demo. As of writing these patch notes, we are close to 2 million completed runs of Guildrun in our first week, which translates to plenty of data for me to work with, and I'm incredibly grateful. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, hope you enjoyed the patch. So the goal, expand the numbers of playable strategies, particularly in endless mode as Red Rift, by buffing things which are unpopular, underperforming, and nerfing things which stand out best within the category. Okay, Now, we got to make sure we take that deep breath. Everyone likes a buff, but nobody likes a nerf. It is necessary in game development, especially before the game's released, to find the correct balance. They're allowed... It's not out yet. They're allowed to change their game, so don't get upset here if your favorite character gets nerfed. I reserve the right to get upset. You don't get to have that, but I do, you know. For difficulties below SSS, very pleased with the wide variety of heroes and strategies appear. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't seem to be any heroes that stand out as too weak or too strong, which don't stand out in the same way. Right, in both Red Rift and Endless, there were a few heroes' specializations stood out as outliers, which did not stand out in lower difficulty. Also makes sense. Identify things which are preventing players from enjoying the game or progressing in their runs and take steps to address that. One of the most common pieces of feedback we hear from players is that it is frustrating to run out of boss tokens. That's true, particularly while doing Red Rifts. Also true. We currently are exploring changes to boss token system and plan to make a change to the system in an upcoming patch. My thinking is, I don't know if they're going to hear me. I don't know if they care. I don't know if they need to. I don't know if it's any good, but my thinking is, the game's called Guildrun. The theme, the lore is you have a guild, and then together you go on this run. But there's nothing that stands apart from a guild versus a party, right? Like, the idea of a guild sounds much more established. Sounds much more meta over the actual party going on the adventure. The guild sounds like something that will send multiple runs and be an established entity, the guild, right? So what if these boss tokens were tied into some sort of meta game, even if it's just achievement collecting or anything like that, like you got the star system or whatever, but your guild, you name it, right? You have like your own records with this guild. Maybe the guild does get some cool, I mean, I'm all for like having it be cosmetic, not necessarily changing the game, but I am a sucker for meta progression. I just know not everyone likes it. So, you know, having something to where the guild is persistent, whether that is only just cosmetic or like truly like progressing across runs. But I think that the boss tokens, along with to a lesser degree the meta, the mastery stars, the gold stars you get, I think those could be tied into a bigger system for the guild itself. Give me some ownership of my guild, you know, and let me feel like my running is my guild. You know, part of an extension of my guild. So anyway, that's why I kind of think the boss tokens should be utilized for a bigger thing, a meta thing in the game. Obviously, that's a whole like idea that would be all sorts of development. But that's just my thought on it. It was kind of a surprise from a lore perspective of like, it's called Guildrun, but where's the guild? Now I get it, the guild's the party, but I thought the party was the party, and I'm like, where's my guild? You know? That was my thinking. Poison Leo, thank you for the follow. I don't know why I didn't get a notification, an audible notification, but thank you so much. Something like the upgrades in the mirror in Hades. I didn't play Hades, but if you're tracking with me, then yes. Selka, good to have you. Weirdly enough, you didn't see any Ratna changes where you felt she was a bit weak. Maybe that's a player issue. Also, GM, good morning, I believe you're saying. Thank you, good morning to you. Hadasha wants a dad joke. We are in the middle of patch notes. This is serious business, Hadasha. Also, I don't know where my dad joke book is. There it is. Oh, right. What do we call a snake that is 3.14 feet long? A python. Okay. So they want to fix boss tokens. There was a few challenge fights and fight events which were more difficult than their counterparts and have been nerfed. Right, I totally agree with that. There's some where it's like, okay, I lose 17% of my stats, or 8% of my life ticks per second, and I don't have a healer. Right? Like, what? Pie snake, yeah. Yeah, my notifications aren't doing anything. I don't know what's up with that. And I didn't change anything about them, so that's just gonna be a problem all day because I don't know how to fix it right now. Here, I'm gonna close this and reopen it. Maybe just by a simple starting and like turn it off and back on again, right? That's how we roll. So yeah, you can see how like the connecting thing there. Also, we moved the chat box, the chat window over, so that way it's not where all of the might make it so it's like this, so that it won't. So that way we can have the information while we're playing the game. It won't be blocked by the chat. We had a really great YouTube feedback for that. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we have this. Somebody give me a shields up or something to see if the notifications work. Okay, challenging fights nerfed. Team size, quest relics, and auction house are underperforming across the board and have their cost reduced by 5. Okay. Cool. Shields up. I see the note. I see it. I don't hear it. Thank you, Rye Guy, by the way. Why does it make no sound? What changed? Okay. The challenge fights, lower difficulties where the win rate delta between the hardest and easiest challenges is pretty tight. However, few challenges stood out. So, rapid growth, Hydra's healing, triple S axe boss effect would give enemies more hit points than intended. Pain got, yeah, there's the 8%, what I was talking about, got nerfed. Decay, reduction in stats. Single combat fight, yeah, I just never did single combat. Both player feedback in our internal data. I reduced the offensive and defensive stats of the golem in all the fights, and we'll be monitoring the effect. So it decreased moderately and then slightly. Relics. Ooh, this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So team size quests. Reduce the cost of all team size quests by 5. Merchant mandate, yeah, 9 to 8, because that was actually a lot to do. Bossy, I don't remember which one that does. Gain. This is it gives you. This one gives you 50, I think. Now it only gives you 40, so it's actually a nerf to that. Plague transmission engine. Fixed a bug with the relic incorrectly triggered every 15 seconds instead of every 10. Oh, okay, yep. Shield fragmentation, reflect, yeah. So the 200% sounds amazing, but every time I was using it, it's not, because you're already reducing the damage by your defense, and then you reflect, and then they reduce it by their defense, and they end up being like this piddly little number. Like, you don't do any damage. Steel 60 reduced, gives reduced shields, gives reduced stats. These are nerfs. Enemy attack speed and attack speed increase. Okay, I actually really like that one, so that's even better now. Gives more attack speed. This nerf may seem harsh, but Precision Nexus was with the top performing. Yes, it was. I anticipate it'll be quite playable in these new numbers. Okay. Gives the mana, gives the hit points. Accelerating Lattice, more hit points per second. The sword, the adaptive sword, base 30 attack speed. Change the priority of this target to trigger later than other starts of comp. Oh, that's right. So we don't actually know like what the priorities are. Yeah, the ladder's reset Selka, so you should be able to see the leaderboard. But it'll say like nobody's like you won't know what the highest leaderboard was. Unless you're looking at Red Rift, that did not change. But like now the leaderboard's reset, so you can see it until you play it, but like there's nobody to see because it's just started. Class modifiers, Assassin. 15 poison. Equal to 33. Ooh, that's a big one. Another jump there, that's a lot. Inflicts 1 poison per 15, 1 poison per 10. These are nice buffs. 1 shard every 9 auto attacks, 1 poison per 120 attack speed. Now to 100 attack speed poison. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's poison and not attack speed. Okay, base attack and magic. That's nice. This is a background thing, like on the backup team. And then the burning absorption, 1 magic per 8. Now it's 6 on cast. 33% magic, inflicts burn equal to 66%. These are all things that I like. Okay, Yuna. One of the most popular heroes since launch, but our overall win rate is, especially in Red Rift, a little lower than you'd like to see. All 3 of her specs appear to be equally powerful. I'm giving her a boost to her base defense in order to help her better survive early fights and cast her active abilities multiple times. It's true that she does get herself killed, but 2 defense, I don't know. I mean, across his 2 million data set, maybe it'll affect things, but in my anecdotal runs, I'm not going to feel it. So Hu Young, he's an assassin, balanced specs, slightly low win rate. Ooh, we like seeing buffs on him. So his kill shot is getting 50 crit per rank, not just 25 flat crit. That's awesome. Okay, Zuri. Yeah, Zuri is performing worse than her other specs. Full 10 points of the max mana off its active ability in order to help it quicker cast. So this is the Petrify thing, right? A booster base attack damage and base attack speed. She's playing much more tank than assassin. Yeah, I don't actually think of her as an assassin at all. At all. Like, she's just a tank with assassin stats. So good luck changing my mind on that, but we'll see. Fiona. Power level looking solid on internal dive with the caveat that her very popular right-hand spec is underperforming compared to the other 2. So gives 2 shards plus 1 per rank is now 2 shards plus 2 per rank. Okay, but you don't pick that for the shards, you pick it for the item. Funky, the Inferno is his weakest spec across difficulties, even though it's bugged to trigger this after stall 20 instead of 25. So it was doing better than it should have, but it still was weak. Try lowering stall duration to now 15. Okay, Kai. The Bold stands out as strongest spec, and its power outlier. Okay. Base shields on a bit. Aww, so we nerfed the Bold before I got a chance to really play it. So this is his shields and then explode. Yeah. Gustav, don't you hurt Gustav now. Top performing hero in every mode, including Red Rift and Endless. The Glacier stands out a bit from his other 2 specs. No! But all 3 of them are performing well above average. Need for small change. No! Bonus defense. Minus 10. Shield magic scaling. No! This hurts. This hurts big time. Oof. You can't do that to my Gustav. You can't see the top part of my screen? I've got it zoomed in too much. I also wanted you guys to be able to read it, so it's a balancing act here. So Gustav, I'm reading the notes. Yeah, there it is. I gotta keep things in like the bottom half of what I'm reading. Grace. Selfless spec, outshining everyone else. The selfless now gives less shields. Rip. Bloodthirsty passive ability would sometimes double count. He'll be stacking his gluten spec a bit slower, but Rip and Rush were in pretty good spot, especially gluten. I mean, gluten could be bad, especially in Rift spec. I anticipate Rip will still be playable. Nyx, where's the passive ability would sometimes double count, same as above, gaining the correct amount of stats of the passive, but with stacking Rush triggers. Yeah, Nyx performs better than the higher the difficulty gets. So many different synergies, that's true. Power level, but their Spark spec was major outlier. Yeah, so the Burn, Frost, and Poison, nobody was touching that. What's the 1 out of 30, 1 out of 50? That might be the skill, like... Oh, it's per speed. 50, 75, 100 now. So it's a higher base amount, but slower scaling. I don't know, the base amount's... I guess if you have attack speed, the base amount's fine. But the scaling... Dragomir's players seem to be a fan of Dragomir's high risk, high reward, and he's been one of the most popular heroes in the game since release. I don't want to mess with something that's working, but Sanguine has been top spec in Red Rift and offers a bit too much immediate stability when picked. This change aims to tone down its immediate power while still maintaining the fantasy of chain killing multiple enemies per fight. Omnivamp gained on cast 4 base for +4, now it's 0 +5 per rank. Mana gained on kill, reduced. Okay, that is a big nerf. But it looks like that's it. Now, I don't know why... Yeah, it was slightly off screen. I was just doing that so that you guys... I wanted it zoomed in so you guys could read it. Zuri can dish frontline damage with the crit build, being solid tank while doing warrior damage easily. I suppose, Leroy, but it wasn't working for me. You know, I've had multiple times where I had her as like my first pick, get her scaling, and it just would not work. Okay. I don't know why none of my alerts are working, at least audibly. And that's bothersome. I'm going to, real quick... Yeah, Hadasha, the pet orange cat, which... He's behind me. I can get him in a second, but it should have a sound. Not found. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. Okay, I do know what happened. I did make a change. Just casually, I'm going around organizing my streaming folder, and I'm like, hey, I can make this more efficient and find things easier, and I didn't remember that everything's looking in the wrong place now. Somebody give me a shields up. It should be working. Unless I have to restart this thing again. By the way, this is Hecklefish from, saying the lizard people from the Y-Files. Great YouTube channel. Not a sponsor. There's our sound. Thank you, Red Guy. Okay, so that's working, and there was a request for Orange Cat. Un momento. Okay. He is here. He has been petted. He's angry about it. Okay. Sorry for the delay. That was very important. So we had a couple nerfs. Not unplayable, but it's going to hurt. And we're going to try out Red Rift. Now, I've decided something about Red Rift since my last couple of complaints. It's been a full day. I've had the time to think and meditate on this. But what I like about Red Rift is I don't have to pick heroes that are only good with infinite numbers. The patch is online now, Andreas. It is online right now. Yeah, so I don't have to think about like who's good at infinite. I can pick whoever shows up and play them now. All I have to do is beat this, right? So it lets me pick like an A tier guy that shows up that I wouldn't normally pick because he doesn't have an infinite scaler. So with that in mind, we're gonna give it a try again. Give it a try. Okay, speaking of picking characters I wouldn't normally pick, there's Logan. I absolutely love Rowan, and Kai is still amazing too. Is this the time where we try out Logan? Is it time? Why do you not need an infinite scaler anymore? If I pick Red Rift, I don't. Not really, not to the same degree. I need short-term gains in Red Rift, because you just need to get to the end of the second act. Yeah, a Logan start can scale. That's what I'm thinking, right, guy? That's what I'm thinking. Now we've got to do this Rift Seal thing. And we got to do all the little mini quest stuff. And we're going to have an extra 30 shards when we need that rewind. How do you feel, Soka asks, how do you feel about team expansions, by the way? Heard some people actually think this is more conductive to just stay at 3 and spend everything on. So again, so Red Rift, I think you can stay at 3 because you're not going for like these ultra like long-term need all the synergies. It's like if I've got a short-term big gain by leveling up a character, getting like an S tier right now, even if it's not a, like it doesn't have to go as far. Fiona, what did they say that they changed about her? Oh yeah, we got more shards. I don't really know if I want to do that. I might go with Rowan as a tank, or we could go Reyna and do a warrior build. Because she would give this crit and Omnivamp to Logan. 2 attack per rush triggered. Now Logan, I'm pretty sure I have to do the Momentous. But he does have a rush ability. Make her a Vanguard? Well, he's not one. Warriors gain attack per rush triggered this game. So they would both have a per game. I mean, I don't have... This is a Rift run where I don't have anything to lose. I don't have a Rift to lose. Let's see if we can get a warrior going. Now, do we go for the key fragment right now, or do I grab another character? We just talked about you can, like, kind of wait. I'm going to go key fragment. Because those get expensive over time. And I could have done the rerolls, but we're going to leave it be. I'm going to actually do a reroll here. Is it cheaper Fiona? We could just have Gustav to support. And I could even go with like the Avalanche here. Because, I mean, he could do the Glacier and tank for me, but I don't know. I don't know if I would really want that here. My other problem I just did, and I didn't realize, is Logan does need to have on kill, and Reyna's going to struggle with that. Gustav for support. I'm not against it, but I think I'm not going to freeze it either, because if he shows up as like a B tier, I'll be much happier. For surviving hero, choose hero to gain 300 max hit points. That's a lot of hit points. And Karsus, you finally figured out the trick to Nikolai, or whatever his name is, the item meter. Yeah? The trick! We need to know. Do tell. Absolute. Hello, hello. Good to have you. Glad to have you here. Okay. Give him items that triple in stats when criteria is met, and then he eats when he gets inflated. Oh. Ooh, that's good. That's good. I'm actually going to move this over. Have Logan have the stats. Forgot we even were dealing with it. Grace for the support. Trigger rush. Rush lasts longer. And not get Grace because I don't have money. But I might freeze for that. And then we might also... An item? No, I'm gonna unfreeze. It's same reasoning because we know we can get some B tier if we're lucky. So offensive property. The burn on cast, poison on all enemies, on rush trigger. Yeah. I should have grabbed Rip. Didn't we have a Rip and I passed up on him? Sorry, this is my warm-up game. We had some technical problems with the stream, so, you know, got to get back into the zone. Yeah, the armor knee. I know exactly which one you're talking about. That's great. Logan, don't do this to me. got another hero. There's Rip. Assassin and Duelist.
Let's wreck this place.
So now we've got a rush run potentially. I haven't gotten the rush skills yet. Rush run potentially without Nyx. That's a kind of a problem. And there's Nyx. What you got? Lar, you're at work but caught the stream. Yeah, I'm happy you're here. Selka, ironically, you also started with Reyna because you kind of want to see if you can make her as main DPS work. Right, but I can only have one main DPS, and now they're kind of stealing from each other. I could do this Helm. You know what else my problem is I've got... Well, I do have a Vanguard, so at least we can do that. But this health thing might help a little. Need to actually level up our people. And we can make him a warrior. And there's the knee with Nicholas. This is the combo for anyone who didn't follow that. At the start of combat, if this holder is alone in the front row, triple the stats. So it's 690 defense, 600 health, 90 defense. Nicholas would get the 690 for eating it, which is pretty great. I kind of think we're going to make Rip a warrior. And then really hope that we can level up people at some point. And this is a good item. I don't know who's getting leveled to be able to pick this up. Splitting DPS. What is her ability? The 3-punch combo. It seemed to do nothing. I guess she has 2 shields left. Good, no more deaths because we've already used 2. Combat victory, gain defense. You can't just buy random items. We need a level here. Also, I need to swap this. Now, the Momentous is like, it's the ability. This is what you do with Logan carrying. But all of a sudden, I'm not convinced Logan's actually carrying. And I have Warriors and I have Rush. I think we're going to go for the Iron just to get it out of the way and not try to do the Logan carry. If he carries after all, like, I'm fine with it. But I think this is a, let's try to have more Rush stuff. I'm going to do one more reroll because it'll still be 15. I can get levels, even though, you know, I can get some defense or whatever. Oh, there's another chance at Nyx. If we are seriously trying to do rushes, I really should just pick up Nyx. And we can bring Reyna back in when we level her. Okay, I'm just gonna grab Nyx. Trigger some more rushes.
I'm in.
Defense per second? I don't think it's good. I really don't. Okay, now we do need to have a challenge encounter and cancel out on it. So enemies having extra stats seems awful. But here we are. If it's game over, it's game over. You know, it's how it goes. Logan, where are you going? Goodness, that rush. We did get a kill. Come on, Logan. About to get that first unlock. There it is. And this one, actually, you don't have to wait for it to be completed. So we lost a couple more deaths, but we're here. For each warrior, rush abilities last longer. Alright, game on. So we now have 3 seconds longer, and then 6 seconds longer. Still need to keep this on my tank for a little bit. Grace with the backup whenever Mystic shields, and on stall trigger, give shard, and neither of them are on my team right now. Backups and stalls. Mystics and stalls. Oh, we got the rewards! Oh, I'm so bad at this. Okay, we have to skip the other one. We have to play the other one. We can't. Although I might have looked at it and been like, I'm gonna do this anyway, because that's the build. We're trying to do the build, so you know, we might have done it anyway. We need somebody for the Rift Seal. Do we just grab Grace anyway for the Rift Seal? She's not going to pay back the 35, but she'll at least get a couple of it. Okay. And we could do this. Because he double dips in the magic and attack, and I think she does too. Yeah, so this is a decent enough quest. We train. We have the rush one. And then the primary stats one, which I'm going to grab. And I'm probably going to put that on Rip when if I can ever level him. Because he will be a Vanguard and a Warrior. That gives us 2 classes to work with. Now, not getting the permanent increases is really going to make Logan not scale, right? Like, we're total agreement, not scaling. Also might just die here. Need a little bit of Omni-Vamp on Logan. Ah! How much health does he have? 2! He had 2 health! Okay, still can't afford Grace. We're gonna have to skip a campfire reward. Do we get the emergency rewind and skip the next campfire reward? Hold on. That was... It'll only show up on Twitch. I apologize. It'll only show up on Twitch at the moment. That was easy peasy. Brand new emoji as of today. Now it should show up, it should be on YouTube. I've loaded it on YouTube, but it won't show on my screen. So I can click that and like send it, but it doesn't, I don't see anything. Maybe somebody on YouTube, if it's, maybe, it might be like my browser settings needs updated or something that it's not showing, because it doesn't show any animated emojis on YouTube. But if that's just blank that I just sent, then there you have it. So we're freezing this. Yep, that's Orange Cat looking down, saying easy peasy. Wow, all these rank ups. And then the skip. And the emergency rewind could translate not into an extra I think I gotta do it. We're doing rush. So here's the thing, with when you have the extra rewind and you use it, that's a whole nother set of triggering rushes and things. So when you have your abilities that scale with rush triggers, like 18 rush triggers, that's a whole nother battle. The last campfire, you cannot get the reroll for this, and you won't get gold anyway, there's no time. So the one we just did is the only time you can get that emergency rewind. So I don't think I regret it. I think that's a worthy, intentional choice I just made. But we'll see. We'll see. We have to first get there, which means getting past this guy. I might be using the rewind right now. Why is he targeting... Oh, no, it's not targeting Nyx. It's just... Rip's just dying as fast as Nyx would have. He does have the minus 25% stats. And us not having any Omni-Vamp at all. Very painful. Okay, we're gonna pick up Grace, which won't help me whatsoever.
I think.
Might have to intervene with the kiddos. You get another one of these helmets thrown on Nyx, but it's really not the build. Reduce the target's defense. Getting Omnivamp later on. Rush abilities last longer. Okay. Excuse me a moment. Okay, if you hear in the background wailing and gnashing of teeth, it is baby Druski, very sad that he can't find his snails. He had caught some snails yesterday while I was out chopping wood. He caught some snails and put them in a jar, and we left the jar outside, and there's, like magic, there's no more snails in the jar. And it is kind of tragic, but they are home and they're happy, and I assured him that we will find them again. Now, speaking of going home and being happy, I think this is going to end up as something similar, because I don't really think we're going to get past this. Nyx did just about no damage. I still need a tank, so we're going to make this swap right here. Just because he does have a rush ability. All right, you can heal now anytime. Oh, it's kind of pathetic. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Logan wasn't getting the carry. Oh, we did the resurrect, right? So we can trigger even more of our deaths.
Light.
Yeah, that's right. We should have let him tank, but I'm not convinced that would have changed it. This would have been better to move that over. But I don't think we would have survived it anyway. This wasn't doing... You needed to have... I don't think that any of these builds are viable except for the Momentous. You need to have the permanent attack and crit, and you need it from the start. Maybe bringing in him when he's like an S tier and you got the iron, and this is just scaling with other rush things happening. But... I don't see it. I don't see it. But we were experimenting because we had no Rift... record so far. We had no win streak already, so that's okay. It's okay. Speaking of just sacrificing runs, Zuri we could pick. Initial Relic, I do enjoy that.
Your guild
Sure.
not to be overlooked.
Be reminded why we don't ever play her. Yes, that's the boss token, Sadasha, and since we didn't get to a boss to refresh that, we're running out. Quest to crit, we will be doing that. That's the hope anyway. Now we do have an assassin as well with Zuri, so we could potentially have some sort of assassin scaling thing. I agree, red takes away options and fun, but I'm giving it a try today, in part because I've had a revelation, and that is the fact that it doesn't go into endless mode means I can kind of experiment and play more characters than I normally wouldn't play, because a lot of these characters don't have an infinite scaling option. And so if I can pick a character that I think is interesting but doesn't scale infinitely, I can do that in Red Rift. I don't feel like I can do that in endless mode. And so I feel like I can play more of the game in Red Rift. So maybe that's the case, or maybe we just get burned and go back to endless. We died to the boss. That was the first boss, but we died twice to the boss. You must have blinked. We died real fast. It was not impressive. Nuada, you tried the game today. Don't have much perspective, but Duelist felt really strong from the few runs you did. Tilly and Reyna with Irini in the backup. Yeah, Yeah, that's great. Duelists. In fact, I have a video where I was playing some duelists, and I titled it like, "Play duelists, get some wins." You know? Oh, you have to beat it. Oh, yeah, I think you have to beat it. Earn boss tokens by surviving until the boss at the end of each day. Oh, yeah. Until. Doesn't say beat it. Maybe we got the... We've used one. Maybe we got one back, and we just didn't have... We were already empty? Maybe we did get one. I don't know. I wasn't watching. We've got one left. We've used one this run. And so we're getting extra relic with it. And I got to decide. Am I grabbing Tilly? Pollen can be fine too. Key fragment's usually nice to get done. Grab Tilly because again, we're just trying to get like we're not trying to go infinite, even though she can. We just need solid characters. That's all. I might freeze for the Omnivamp here though. The attack speed in Omnivamp, that might be worth freezing for. Well, I won't put that on my tank. I want to do the tank thing first, get that out of the way before the enemies get harder and harder. You get token when you reach boss. I must have been completely empty, and I must have only gotten like one, and you get one. It must not give you all 4. Until the boss get crit, which will help in the challenge combat. Costs 2 less, gains shards. Yeah, they both need attack speed, because Zuri, the snake, she'll get crit on her own a lot of times, but she needs attack speed to utilize it. Oh, nope, not great there. Speaking of not great, come on. Embarrassing. Right, we're grabbing this. I could still grab Pollen. I feel like she's too slow, but she is a stall trigger, and if we end up going for... We're not doing Nyx, it's Tilly, not Nyx. I feel like she's too slow. We do Gustav. Here's in the back row, gain attack and crit. Gain attack. Held by Assassin, it gains crit, which would scale great with her. Some good stuff here. I need to get this done, and then I'd have a Gustav or Pollen would give me the 3 classes that I need. Could have been Pollen. It still could be Pollen. Gustav got nerfed. Poison synergy. Okay. Okay, you talked me into it. I'm going to freeze this, though. I do want the assassin thing. There was no way I could get it right now because I need to finish the Rift Seal. So I'm just going to do it that way. Retrain it. Yeah, strengthen hero over time. That's the one that gives the stats, which actually would go great for Zuri. Let's do that. Will you play the red? I'm playing red right now. We're playing Red Rift right now. So we've already done the key. I need to remember to skip the challenge reward. I probably won't skip the first campfire. I'll skip the second campfire. And then Act 2 key and try not dying. Yeah. All important things. This I want to put on my tank once she's done with that. Actually, I really need to level her because I got another item I want to put on her. Could use this. Remember I mentioned she's too slow? I still stand by it. Wow. This would be nice for Tilly. It's just, is it enough to get me past a regular fight? I don't know. Probably not. What you've learned, this is Kubu, what you've learned, playing early Mystics is just not good. I kind of am with you. We might be able to get some stats here. These are all pretty nice. We're just gonna throw this on Tilly for the moment. Again, we're gonna rearrange everything. Paul will at least have another slot in a second. I don't really have any delusions that this is going to succeed here. I don't like C rank of any of these characters. Even Tilly's not great on C rank. But definitely not Paul and definitely not Zuri. I'm hoping that the tiny bit of Omnivamp will keep me going. But the stuns, GG. Yeah, I still stand by it. I can't stand Zuri. I know that wasn't entirely her fault, but I've never had a good run with her. Ever. Ooh, now, these are some choices. All three of these, if you start with any of these, they can be very, very powerful. It's a lot of shards. And those, the gain 40 counts as generated, by the way. It's a lot.
Very well. I'll join your little guild.
We could have done any of them. They were all great. They were all great. Oh ho ho! All right.
Good. Less resistance.
Now we want to. Here's what a lot of people will do, right? A lot of people will go for the greedy and get even more gold. I think my gut is telling me, even though it just got nerfed, but the Sanguine, is that how you pronounce it? Getting the mana and being able to recast the ability over and over. I think that might be even better. Now, permanently gaining the Omnivamp and crit. There's nothing bad about that. Nothing bad about that at all. I'm just wondering, because this will let him, like, teleport and just go bam, bam, bam down the line. It is really early, though, so maybe we do go for the permanent. E5 games, where are the patch notes? The patch notes are available on are they on the Steam page now? They're on their Discord page has a patch notes section, and I found them there. I don't see them on Steam yet. Refresh Steam. I don't see it on Steam, but Discord has it. You like the pink Kingpin? Yeah, if you've got an assassin build, that's fine. Like, that's rush 8, 40, like with our 40 we've just had, that's pretty good. We don't have to go permanent. That's why we're doing it. Yeah, let's do Sanguine. We're not doing endless, and therefore we want to do short-term gains. Now, I've got some money. I do plenty of Irini, and I'm afraid Irini will steal our kills. Because we want to get the Devour kills for both of those. So we want tanks that are not Zuri. Tanks that can actually tank, or support. 25 hit points per second. That just got buffed from 20, didn't it? Grab that. Kai becomes like too powerful as a tank. I could just grab Fiona. Hu Young is the Mystic. He would need kills too. They would steal kills from each other. Skills magic on kill. Yeah. ELT, you've been having a lot of fun with this. Got a couple win streak on Red Rift. Nice. You're higher than me then. We could absolutely do Fiona. Again, this is just like short-term type stuff. Nicholas, I don't like him. What can we make him do? We can make him a tank. One of our Vanguard or tank. And we can make Fiona a tank. Or Vanguard. They're auto. Oh, but that's just... It's just Thorns. It's not helping him tank more. I don't know. I don't like him at all. I know you can give him a bunch of stats from the items. That's the only thing about him. I don't like his abilities. Yeah, everyone's gonna want the kills. Feed him items, yeah. So Fiona's not gonna compete for kills and would scale with kills from Hu Young, but then we just miss out on the entire thing we were doing here. I'm gonna grab Fiona no matter what, I think, and then we could grab Nicholas on sale just to have the Rift Seal going. What do we think about that? Just for the Rift Seal?
Looks like you know what
Get it done? Oh, he consumes it! He consumes it! Oh, that's so frustrating. You just heard a start of a sound effect out of place? Odd. Yeah, emergency rewind unavailable. 2 extra shards per surviving hero, so we actually would get a fair amount because we did buy 3. 300 max hit points. I don't really think I'm keeping him, so I don't want to buff him necessarily. Let's go for the cash. So we get the kill, then we like teleport over here. Didn't teleport behind the lowest. Unless that was, he cast it on that one. Alright, so cast was different. Cast was different than kill. Cast happened before kill, then stealth to move. Tons of Omnivamp and more crit. I don't see why not. Trigger stall. I'm not doing stall. Oh, I do actually need Nicholas to level if we're gonna have him be the thing. I can only do one of them. I think Nicholas leveling is actually going to be stronger anyway than Fiona level right now. Which one do I need? We end up keeping him longer than I expect. I can do the executive right now. I can do the dealer too and just do stuns. Maybe create some random items along the way. That's fine. Okay, so put this on the right slot and it won't get eaten. We freeze this. Item that pays off. Offensive. He's not tank, but he's gonna. I'm gonna use him as one anyway for the moment. On rush trigger, I think he's the only rush trigger. Yeah. Just inflict stats so we can trigger other things. Feed Crown of Haste. Oh, the item in the shop. Again, I don't really want to do anything with him. I was just going to get the 3 wins with him and then kick him. Get a real tank. I don't want to feed items to him. That seems silly. Nice. Nice. The chain teleport. Look at that. Yeah, it scales every tank. Well, I already picked the wrong one for him to tank. But we do have Fiona with him. I mean, we could kind of do it. We could do the right hand. We could feed him items because he's actually getting items himself, right? Like it's a 25% chance already. They both have the item spawn, so we just give him all the items. It's fine. This is not, even without tank, it's just give him all the items. And that's a decent crown for him if we're gonna keep him around for stats. It's an expensive crown for stats, but we are suddenly getting money. We're gonna hope that that continues, right? Challenge. Now I need to really consider not not keeping the challenge reward. Enemies are healing. I kind of forgot about that. I don't have a rewind because of the start. Okay, there's a kill. There's another kill. Another shield. Come on, another shield so we don't get deaths. That's deaths. That's lots of deaths. Okay, I'm probably skipping. Yeah, we can skip these. We got 2 items. Would absolutely pick up a rip if I wasn't suddenly committed to this. This is great. This could be great, too. Because Fiona's going to be shielding both of them. So they're going to both be doing that. But he didn't live, so we didn't eat the... didn't eat the item. I'd actually stack this instead. He has to stay alive to eat the crown. He does stack the tank thing here, so we, you know, it's one more progress on that. Fiona doesn't scale with magic. She does a little with her shields. It was a $5 thing. Active abilities gain crit. This is amazing for Dragomir. Or give him some range, crit, and Omnivamp all the time. Also good for him. If there's an assassin in combat, they gain stealth every time. Now this, we've had this problem before. Because it's all heroes. When your tank goes stealth, game over. I can't do that. I've learned that lesson. Now we have to decide if the scroll versus the jewel. It says the jewel is more valuable with the epic. I don't know if I care about the range. Maybe I should. Omnivamp is damage, and it scales 1000% of the Omnivamp damage. See that? And it also does scales with crit. How much Omnivamp you gain. Like, that's pretty cool. But 150 crit? And I only have to do it for one combat, and then I'll have it for the boss. That might be enough to convince me. I'll have it for the boss. Let Nicholas eat the ranged item? Oh, I should have frozen that. He would, because the range actually would count. I don't know if that matters. Really don't know if that matters, but it would have been cool. Would have definitely been cool. Nicholas. We have 8 deaths left to us. Make that 6. Roll attack speed and Omnivamp. I like the idea of this. You're still not eating because you can't live because you're a terrible tank. You have 25 more shards in the bank. He has seal on him, and he's done having seal on him now. Okay. I'm gonna throw this on my Mystic now. I feel like maybe... Should I let him keep that and eat the other things here? The Omnivamp, for example? Like, we might get another party slot, and then we can have a different assassin, not my carry. Oh, we get money off the crown? That's right! That's right, I forgot about the money. Yeah, that's not bad. Just have to live for once. Now, I'm not going to skip the campfire rewards. We're going to get the emergency rewind. We'll skip it on the last one. Rewards. Isn't it supposed to be 20? Why'd it jump to 50? Is that because I didn't have one to begin with? And it's like, oh, you haven't actually used your emergency rewind? Sure. What to think about that? Not really sure we can win this either.
1 second.
This. I get it, we didn't start with them, but... Oh, the Omnivamp! We did an Omnivamp at the last second! It's not going to be enough, but that was cool. Hero death limit. Almost at it. I need to level up the heroes or just forget doing this guy at all. This is fine, but we've got items. Like, he's gone through, what, 3 battles without being able to eat anything? Like, he's not getting any stats, and he won't. He's too far behind. Hey, Rank Grace. Yeah, I probably could have looked at that at least. Get a real tank. We have no stalls. This is the triple stat idea, but I've already kind of given up on him. I needed a hero level. Could have sold that. I'll put that back in when this is done, I guess. But I'm thinking we're just starting a new run. What I'm thinking.
Hold still. One second.
Oh, she actually got to trigger her thing once.
Hold still.
We might get there. Dragbear's pretty tanky. Nice. Okay. 2 deaths allowed for the rest of the run. Hey, I know you. It's on sale, but he doesn't get to eat anything. This guy. You burn. We could do the Vanguard thing, but it's really just him. Getting a little bit of shields. Desperately trying to keep him alive, shields. That's not valid anymore. Just probably gonna grab this. Really, it's leveling. I need to level Dragomir. Yeah, I don't want Dragomir to be my tank, because then he won't tank as soon as he blinks. Cracker, good to have you. I could reroll, and I am going to reroll, but I'm considering if I'm going to buy a real tank. These are great for the real tank. Because I think at this point, he's just not a good tank, and I need to come to accept that. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking he's just going to get swapped out. I'm back to him being awful. Is what I'm back to. Extra range. We're on the Nicholas train. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I keep Nicholas here, then it's a matter of having somebody else tank, is what it is. He's terrible. He's got nothing going for him. He's failed to survive for 4 battles in a row, so he has no stats. Like, this is a total waste of a character. I can sell him, pick up Tilly, and actually have some damage dealer. I don't have a tank still. So I would need to still pick up the Harmony Crystal and then get somebody else later. It's not a tank. It's not going to be Tilly, I'm sorry. We'll find another one. Look at that failure and damage. We are still getting a little bit of cash. We're not dead, and we did just get the 150 crit. It's helpful. I'd kind of like to have an assassin, duelist, or warrior join. That way it doesn't have to be Dragomir equipping this thing. Also, we need to do our key fragment before I forget. Can't have anyone die. She is a warrior. You like Zuria's tank? Well, McSnuggling. I don't. I've had zero good runs with Zuria's tank. And this isn't going to trigger. Oh, I forgot this isn't going to trigger because the shields don't count as damage. I could pick up Sal. The warrior Sal. Which I don't have mastery. I need somebody to be able to equip this thing. I'm gonna do it.
Field just got cooler. Get it?
Another hit point start. Shield. It's much better. And they're all items, I don't have room. Every 5 seconds, remove debuffs from the holder. Like Frost. Now, burn goes away, so I'm not too bad with the burn, I think. It's just, do we care? Who are we up against? Frost Dragon. We will have some debuffs. Like, this is something I would just eat and get mana regen and hit points. Maybe do that to eat. Hey, Elix, good to have you. Why is it so hard to find good tanks this snuggling? It is like an MMO. Yes. There are good tanks, and we've actually skipped several because we were like, we're going to make this work somehow. I'm going to let this... Well, no, if we go over here... I'm keeping directly in front of Sal for the Squire's Helm. Think it'll target our guy? Yeah, it's targeting our guy.
1 second.
And remember, we only have 2 more deaths, so the fact that I added another hero just has more things that could die. And Sal, already with 71 burned... Well, that's because of the hit points. I thought it would go way faster. More shield, please. Okay. She did respectable damage. This is what I'm excited about, though. Okay, 40 skills with crit. In the front row, gain defense. There's my tank. Mages gain magic permanently after stall inflict. These are awful. These are awful. Do I just give him 200 defense? I think we do the poison. Pretty bad. I could do this and get 45 defense. Might be worth it. Eat it and get the money back. a little curious about this one. Just throw this on him. When I had him able to eat stuff, you had him die. I tried to have him die? I think we're misremembering the facts here. It's a fair amount of shards. Okay, I don't need to do a challenge encounter, but what does it do? Would take damage equal to 7% of their max hit points? No thanks. Not when I have 4 heroes and I'm struggling to keep them alive with 2 death limit. So we will do a regular encounter. Red Rift, it's different from the triple S thing, so we just need to survive it.
Hold still.
Decent crits.
1 second.
He's got the abilities, do 150. We actually did take some damage, so that would be nice if that happens. And execute. Technically have Grace for some backup abilities. She doesn't have them yet. I think I'd rather wait for just a B tier.
This will hold, no doubt.
It's decent mana regen. Permanently gain 2, but it's not going to matter. Short term, Red Rift. Yeah, just jumping up to 68. Pretty good. 4 magic per type of debuff. I know we're doing poison now. I guess we are doing fire and frost, so this actually could kind of do something. She's gonna have a lot of casting. Can move the rift seal. Oh yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. $30 defense. I don't know how much frost she's gonna do, but for $7, I'm willing to try it for 30 defense. Also 30 defense here. I'm willing to get the 15 and then get the cash back on our tank. What do you got? Duelist. And rush. I could sell and get this going, because we got a bunch of common items. We know we're going to get more as well. Aeon, evening to you. Snuggling says, it'd be cool if you could block a certain number of heroes per run. Oh, yes. The boss tokens. If I could use boss tokens to do something like that. You know? That's good. I like that. So probably the Assassin Relic and try to keep buffing Dragomir. Otherwise, I'd go Vanguard just to see if we can keep Nicholas alive, but since he's tanking, and I think a lot of Vanguards are going to like damage. Let me get shards, rush abilities. Whenever crit, permanently gain. Yep. Done. Didn't kill that one in the back until many hits later. Sad about it.
1 second.
Sal! We have 1 death
Hold
left.
still.
Nick!
1 second.
That's it, that's a run.
Hold still.
Should have had a real tank. So we survived, but yeah, we failed the run. It's okay, we didn't have a win streak yet. Dragomir's not going to tank, he's teleporting. He will lose aggro, then they go for all the squishies. Like, I don't know why you keep bringing it up, Hadashi. Dragomir can't tank. Nicholas can't tank. Or he can if you actually have him have items and not fail to eat items four times in a row. Like, that's not working then. I like the interest here with Funky, but we could also go for Ratna. We just don't have the poison. Like, the poison vessel doesn't matter. Like, Ratna going first, getting the mage scaling at the start is great. And don't talk to me about Zuri. So we're gonna do this.
My caliber.
Yeah, I think Ratna would be good in this mode too. And she got magic gain 10. You can get Scorn. Could throw Fiona on there for some shields. Again, she's not the greatest mystic. It's just what's keep popping up. Also, we need our key fragment thing. It goes up in price. So what I'll probably do, that's a lot of stats there. I'll probably grab him, grab the key fragment, and then consider whether we're getting Fiona or not. Permanently gained health. $200 health is nice. I honestly think because of the extra, the rift seals or the act, whatever that's called, I feel like I'm using up more. I need more money to keep parity. Oh, and I was gonna switch that over so that way he could. I want his stats. We need his stats more later. Like, we need him to finish that up soon. I guess he would have died anyway. That goes. Hey, Snuggling! Thank you so much for the resub. 38 months, look at that.
How inconvenient.
Neat. I guess I am gonna grab this.
There may be a few things I can shore up.
And probably this. Well, I can't put the item on him. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. It's awful. She does get benefit from crit, but I can't buy it now. So we made him weaker, which is, I'm sure, is a good idea. It still is only the second combat. Like, you would think our tank could tank, but you'd be wrong. Zero poison damage on the attacker because he has no defense. Alright. 3 deaths. Not impressed. You have... I keep forgetting, you don't do stalls. Do I like this better? He does poison, she does poison? I think I do. The debuff cancels his skill because... Okay, that's why. I'm still just trying to get rid of the seal right away for him, you know? She didn't get any kills. 15 burn at the start. I don't have a lot of slots, so I'm kind of looking at that too. Stall trigger. I am about to have more stall trigger. The attack speed's less important, and it is an item slot. I think this is a better item than this, but I just don't think I'm going to have room for a while for it. And it's not per trigger, it's on trigger, so it's not permanent. This is still just the third battle. Why does this stallfall look like it did nothing? GG.
How inconvenient.
Trying to make red rifts work. Not only not succeeding, it's debatable whether it's fun. Trying to make it work, though. We can do another Logan attempt. Again, we don't have any streaks, so there's nothing against it. We are no longer getting boss tokens, so that's embarrassing.
About ending this? Then I'm in.
But I'm not going to try to get distracted with the rush thing. We're just going to go for his permanent stats. Which means he needs to be the one to carry, which means we don't get any of these. Which means I still need another character. All of these are going to be kill stealers.
Happy to help.
I should have at least considered the sale B tier. I still can. You buff both of them. We can sell them if need be, get our money back. Max hit points, that does go well. Permanently getting magic might let me scale a little faster. Well, I'm not keeping the debuff on here for very long. It's literally just the 3 battles, but I had to. Like, I have to do it. I can put on my tank for now. Because the tank needs to live too in the harder battles. Such a sad amount of damage. And we still take a death.
So this is where the world sends me next.
We get our vanguards off you, I guess. Relic item or special relic item? I mean, he technically has 2 rush abilities. Okay, here comes the challenge one. And you remember, don't just click it. Might need to pass on it. On rush trigger, max health. Do that. Need the levels though. Need him to start getting the permanent stats, and he's not. Game does not want us to succeed. Basic stats lost. Gotta get the aura in the middle there. It's so sad. His attack is so sad. There's... I needed him to level up right away, or this doesn't work. Wrong level.
I'm feeling good about this.
So normally I go for Protector, but I usually also normally have Mystics and things to give shields. I'm gonna do that ability. A-tier Tilly might just dump Logan. I think we just dump Logan. I'm sorry. I'll try again if we can level him, but he is garbage tier. There's nothing redeemable about him right now. I go for the spiders. Well, getting melee guys to target them is not exactly a guarantee here. Like, now we're hitting 3 targets, so not sure what the plan was there. But we did get that level, and that helped. And Tilly being an actual DPSer. I know if Logan had gotten his ability, he could have done it, but not this run. Okay, skipping, right? First stall triggered. Okay. So we actually do want some stall trigger if we can help it. And there's the rush, a few rushes as well. Share class. Warrior duelist. Nope, we share the Vanguard. Again, it's a stall trigger, and it puts poison out there. Hello, young Fred. Good to have you. Hit points and attack. Rush abilities. Or we can move on to very rare. I do have some rush, but I don't know if they are like he's not my top DPS. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. All enemies per tank. Stall trigger. Get a shield and mana. Epic relics. And we take damage. Yeah, why not? Why not? Attack speed for each time you've rerolled. Crit equal to the number of shards in the bank. On stall or rush trigger, give heroes a lasting shield. We'll be fine. Keep forgetting that Tilly has the active, so she needs to kind of be close proximity as well. Jin Ming kind of overlap in that. Still got some money. I'm actually kind of shocked we got money. Does she scale with magic? She does. Christian, I am doing well. Thank you for asking, and I'm glad you appreciate the videos. I'm glad you're having a blast with it. Me too. Yeah. I think this would be fine for Tilly. She's our carry. Now, this campfire, I think we do not skip, because we can skip the other one, but this one we get the emergency rewind. Whole nother battle, whole nother round of triggering stalls, triggering rushes. And, you know, I've had some pretty horrible luck on actually getting these characters leveled, so... Or getting, like, winning these battles. It looks like we did get our boss token by showing up here, so that has been tested. Mark! You've been a lurker since Super Fantasy Kingdom! Haha! Many others do not know how great a game that is. It's a retro style game, but it's awesome. So I got you to play the game, and today you hit rank 27? Amazing! Congrats, my friend! That's awesome. Whenever a mage casts, which they're not, I don't have any. Whenever a hero gains shields from any source but itself, damage the nearest. We sort of are with these. But it's not a lot of shield. A tier, Scorn. Frost on the attacker, Frost. Whenever you afflict Frost, he gains shields. Like, that's actually a lot. Putting those together, it's a lot of shields. Is that worth dumping Rowan for? I don't think I can get Tilly far enough away to be able to trigger this. You abused the build? Yeah. I mean, it was a good one. Trying to look for new ones. They nerfed Gustav today. There was a patch that went out. They nerfed him. I don't know if I'll forgive him ever. Benching? Well, neither of them have a reserve ability. I mean, I could have had him do it had we picked the friend. That would have been viable, but I didn't. How do you find the patch notes? On their Discord page. There's a patch notes section on Discord. Hopefully they'll get it out on the main page soon. I don't want to do team size for another tank. This is going to be a lot of Frost. He would actually gain shields. Inflict Frost. Whenever he inflicts Frost, he gains 20 shields. Is that two instances of it? Will he get 40? Because it's not 20 shields per Frost or anything like that. It's 20 shields whenever. So the first text here on the Winter's Bite is an instance of it. Is this a separate instance, meaning 40 Frost? And of course, each time he's auto-attacked. That's right. This is whenever he flicks poison. Well, no, but that's every auto. Yeah, whenever he's auto-attacked. Same trigger. I feel like that might be pretty strong. And I could potentially reroll. No, I really can't. We got to skip the other campfire. Yeah, I'm gonna. My gut's telling me this is good. Although we just didn't have him be a. Okay. This is done. I completely forgot that I need to have other classes with this. So that's terrible. And then we're gonna put our Vanguard item. Yeah, some mistakes might have been made just now. I am going to need to expand the party and get a mage on here. Or mystic. So we're just going to expand the party. I think we are going to do a lot of debuffs now. Between the fire and the frost, I think we can actually do that one. I think that's justifiable. But I don't think I can reroll and still buy anything of any value. Is there a bias in this shop? Is there a bias for, like, when you're at the auction house instead of regular shop, for you to get more useful heroes or higher tier? Probably for higher tier. What do you sell for? 16? I can reroll and still sell them. There's our mage. Start a combat. Per rarity of each item. Stall abilities are faster. Okay. What else is here? Whenever duelist auto attacks, so Tilly, but we only have the one duelist. Hit points in attack. Crits. Frost do more. On kill mana. She's on sale. Like I gotta do that. And she even has a backup for the stall abilities. We're gonna do Assassin Duelist Reward. We have to do one turn with Tilly having this. Then we can swap her in over Ming. Well, we should, by then we probably even have the extra slot, but I think we just gotta do what we gotta do. I can grab this, it's on sale. We're doing the burn. Which bow is the one that applies on hit? It was the bow that you have to be 2 tiles away, and her range being 2 means she's like never away from the melee. You know, she just walks up behind them. She's never far enough away to be 2 tiles. Like that means she'd have to be attacking the same guy from here. And she can't. And I understand the concept of tanks and DPS, so like I know that this guy's protecting it, and I can have one person do this. Like I can do that. But I'm just not confident that he'll even do the damage. So I think I'm just going to burn him down as fast as I can. Because Tilly's got 20% less stats at the moment. We are doing some debuffs. I need to purchase the Act 2 key. I need to remember to do that. Okay, that should do this. Any rush abilities at all? Nope, so we're just going to throw these on our tank again. Nice, S tier Tilly. Frost, the first time each enemy reaches 75 frost stun. Her type of debuff. You want to give her rarity items, don't we? What rarity is unique and be considered? If I sell it, it says it's common rarity. I don't know.
He will be proud.
Omnivent and crit per minus health. On crit, heal, and gain mana. She is doing the active ability, so gaining mana is something to consider. Auto attack, inflict burn. Start of combat. If hero is adjacent to exactly one other hero, they both get 20 attack speed. Now I could potentially put her next to Ming when we have the party all together. It's mostly just for her to get attack speed. She doesn't really have any... She just got 1 attack speed per stall triggered, but that's a flat amount. I don't think we freeze this. Tegan, first run of the stream. It's actually like the 4th or 5th. We have 0 wins to show for it, so first real one. Those are all practice, they don't count. This is it, we're starting now. Defense. Could do that. Because he scales with the defense. Could give attack to Tilly too. Without a mystic though, I'm kind of uncertain.
Already. I haven't been able to watch the stream these last few months. Hope you're doing well.
No Spoon, it's so good to have you back. Thank you for the resub. And yeah, it's been 3 years plus the months there, but yeah, we're doing well. Glad to have you. Playing a game called Guildrun, having a blast with it. Absolutely a blast. It's free, it's a demo. Check it out on Steam. People, if you guys are enjoying the game, by the way, you should actually leave reviews as well. You know, make sure that the word gets out. We still got to do all 3 runs with the mage, and we're trying to get our team size still. Actually gained some magic from that. On crit, inflict poison. What's our crit chances? Not great. We're already doing poison. Held by Mystic. You are not a Mystic now, right? Like, that's a different ability. You're still just a mage. Just a mage. Tanks and vanguards. That would help when we get our party back together. Another one for Tilly. Now, we've done the challenge. We don't have to do this challenge. What is the challenge? After stall, they have increased stats. I was not very impressed with our last one. We're just going to go regular here. What makes Red Rift, says Leroy, so hard to play is how you need to play around shield and burst if you want to go high streaks. You'll most likely get an A-tier Mystic in the shop, and any of them should work. Unless it's playing for fun, which you can just go triple S in Red Rift, you're forced to keep this build idea again and again and again and again if you want to climb by. That makes sense. Makes sense. Maybe we can take out a snake. Real quick here. I'm watching her magic go up and then her attack up. Wah! Lost a character. S tier Nicholas. Whatever tank or Vanguard. Yeah, he's got his backup Thorns. Vanguards gain health. Of course, I got rid of my actual Vanguard tank, Rowan. And Vanguards gain attack. There's actually a lot of really good stuff for Vanguards. Too bad I don't have a Vanguard tank. I could still grab him and have him in the reserve. And it just buffs Ming. He'll get damage, but he doesn't really have attack speed. Like, I don't view Ving as anything special. I really don't. It's pretty expensive in order to get a couple of buffs on a character I can't use yet. In fact, we're not even halfway on the team sizing. We might not be able to use him. Because we're not having him out here doing fire. Since we're doing this thing. That's my problem. Do I do this just for an extra burn? I mean, that's not going to count that much towards the 5,000, but it'll count. It's attack speed. On a carry. Holland's got the backup, but it's all 40. Increases debuffs. But that might actually help towards getting our team size. I'll click it. Oh, it's awful.
But I'm stopping for flowers.
Vanguard, warrior, or tank. I could do warrior because Tilly's a warrior, but I'm really wishing Scorn was a Vanguard right now. A warrior. Bonus damage, you get 100% of their attack. Warriors gain a lasting shield. Rush, orange gain attack. What's your crit at now? 76? Her attack is scaling up because I got these two things. Elemental attacks and auto attack. Oh, that's a good point. Could have done that. Oh, she got pulled. Oh no! I did not see it. Going for the mushroom. Looks like we get there. That was a good amount of debuffs. Attack range on Tilly? 16% shield? I could drop this little crit. Need to get that thing in there and then get this back on our guy. In fact, she doesn't have to equip this. I think I want the attack range because she's got the ability that hits all enemies in her range. She's our carry. Yeah. We're going to do the reroll shield because, again, I don't have a healer. I have a mystic. Too late for this. That might be worth freezing. An extra one. Magic per shards generated. No, I think I will freeze the tank's glyph. 90 plus 15%. When I've got commons that I could get rid of. I think that's worth it. Okay. Now again, remember Druski, skip campfire reward. With this much lifesteal, is Tilly able to do single combat? They did say they nerfed it some. I haven't tried it since the nerf. Enemies use extra burn. And they take poison, gain crit, and hit. Like hit points per second would be nice on a tank. Crit would be nice on Tilly. Yeah, deaths don't count in trials, so we're okay here. Such an odd combination of stats, the crit and the hit per second. She's already guaranteeing crit. It's just now it would become a damage thing. We want her attack to go higher. I don't really think burn's going to be a thing. We haven't seen it for a minute because Ming hasn't been in the party, but I still... Like, if anyone goes, like, we trade him out, somebody out, it's probably trading out Ming anyway. I'm just not going to. Until he makes some money anyway, right?
Mind the gap.
Not much, though. Little. And then the stun happens.
Works.
Wow. That's after the nerf, people. Okay. I'm putting her apart because, again, she has to be exactly touching exactly one hero, and then she gets the attack speed increase. I think we're just going to be splitting targets. I don't think we're going to go for these little guys. I'd rather focus fire. Yep, there goes another death. But not our death. And we got our team size. On charge generated, generate one more. I don't think you're going to get the 22 back with one fight left. Too late for that to scale. We already have one, but it has some scaling. Why is she not on the bench? Because I needed her for the crystal that we just finished. We just finished the crystal. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I could have done it the previous round and I forgot. But she had the crystal for the 3 rounds. But even so, she had already been gaining like 90 magic. Like I kind of thought she would be doing something. Looks like she didn't. Now, we do have a backup ability here to increase stalls. But I am wondering, she is a tier 5, or tier 5, she's an A tier. She's getting some mana regen, but she's not, like she has a backup here. Maybe do the swap here. Get some team shields. Taking the reserves. I could put Rowan in the reserves and I get 60 and 400 for everybody. Does he have the friend? He has the friend. Hey. That's only after triggers, not total for the game. So he's not going to give me this much buffs. Very many buffs, but it's something. And we can level him again. We do generate shards. Come on, back up. Vanguards gain health per second. The only one. Can we get 25 shards in one battle? No, we're fighting the battle right now, so this will not matter. This will not trigger. I could get another one of those to scale. I think we do. missing out on here? I can sell Ratna. I won't get 45. 23 though. I'd have 37. And I could sell some commons. These ones easily. At 33, 43, I could sell another one. I can make it happen. So what do you have? Attack range, does all burn. After stall, extra burn. On attack, deal bonus damage. I could sell Ratna, but where would we swap out Pollen for that? I'm leaning towards a yes on the swap out Pollen. What do I still need to do for Red Rift? I need to skip the campfire and then not die. Not have 3 heroes die. Like we have 4 on the team. I could win the battle with 1 person standing and lose the rift because 3 died. So that's not good. We don't want to do that. Pollen does have a backup. It's this stall increases debuffs. And otherwise she's just doing a little bit of shields and a little bit of poison. Like I'm not super committed to it, but somebody's gonna have to get sold in order to just have the cash. So she's worth more. And I'm really not using these items. It's just she sells for 16, so I'm kind of curious about that. So there's 6, 43. What else might we sell? Could sell the hit points. He's not Vanguard tank. Yeah, I can do that. I can sell those 3. Grab Funky. Do some burn. Don't forget, don't we have like the extra burn timer thing? Or is that a different run? I don't even know anymore. Shields up! Sell Pollen. Yeah, well, Pollen does give me debuffs. If I have Funky, then that's burn, and she would increase that by 66%. Like between Ming and Funky, we actually will have some burn stacks. So I'm trying to see... Selling those 3 is not going to change anything, really. And I was looking to see... I thought I had, like, the rush increase fire taken, but I think we just decided on something else when that came up. So, yeah, I'm totally fine with this. We should have a lot of burn stacks.
Just don't try to leash me.
So we got to skip the campfire. Then we got to live. Against a debuffing AoE guy with melees. I guess I still want you to have an adjacency. Oh, and she has the range, so she's gonna stay there. Oh well. Our tank just got a little bit of shields, but it's not much. Tank's down. That's 1. Backup tank down. That's 2. 1k fire. We did it! 1 life left. 1 life left. Yeah, but he was going to be better than what we had. Like, we were not doing well in the boss fights. I wouldn't, if he wasn't S tier, I was not picking him up. But every auto attack was dealing bonus damage, right? You know, like he did something. Okay. But that's only 1 streak. Now we can't do silly things because now we have to keep the streak. Buzzer beater, exactly. We had 1 life left. Rank 6,404. Easy peasy. That's right. Our brand new emote over on Twitch. I have it on Kick and YouTube, but for some reason it's not showing up on YouTube. I can't see it. Maybe you guys can see it, but I can't. Yeah, 1 auto attack and I was down. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 1065, very nice. Very nice. Shard per surviving hero. That could be a lot of shards. I don't want to reduce the team size, and I definitely feel like Irene is strong to do this with, so let's just do it. And items cost cheaper. Duelist run! Next for more duelists.
Your guild could use someone fast.
Do we freeze the reroll? I can even buy this and sell it for a profit, which is awesome. I might just do that right now. I don't have to sell it yet, but I might freeze for the rerolls. This early? We owned that turtle. Easy peasy. Logan is insanely OP if you can get him to rank B early. We've had like 3 runs with him, and I don't think any of those got past the 3rd combat. But yes, I believe it. Like 3 runs today. It has not worked out for me. Rare item for mana regen. Extra crit until the first boss. I know we can do that, but that splits. It splits. Splitting is bad. There goes that. All right. Neat. She can get duelist, or she can give attack speed to people behind her. Inflict 2 more of that debuff. I can't. I can get her.
You want protection for your guild?
So embarrassing.
Stay close.
Focus fire. Yeah, well, that's not good, exactly. But I can't give up because we've got boss tokens to consider. I feel like she's a terrible tank. We don't have to go far, just to the last boss. Not going endless here. Warrior. On kill, gain mana. I don't know if we're going to go for any of the actives to need the mana. You're not going to get any kills. I think she's going to need all the help she can get. She's a terrible tank. At least in my experience, she has been. Want to avoid freezing shops? Yes, I only froze it in order to get even more rerolls. Duelists. I mean, that might be a good freeze right there. I'm gonna freeze it anyway. You can't stop me. Move the glyph to tank. We still need 1 more. But actually, yeah, just getting it over with. Rush, generate shards, which we're not. Poison. And that start of combat gain shards. We do some poison. I can get the shards out of it. It's just we can't equip it. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, the carrier has to inflict the poison. I see. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but we'll get there eventually. At least we didn't die. Perfect.
One rep at a time.
Now, normally I go Zeus's Thunder, but I think without it going infinite, I think this might actually be better for us because we have two duelists right now. I'm gonna do it. Enemies heal, so it's a good thing we ramp. We will need the ramping. Or we might just die. Okay, there goes the win streak. Not that it was anything special.
I'll run with you. Just don't try to leash me.
Item which benefits warriors. Oh. Okay. Alright, head Asher, we'll see you later.
Yes!
Little Gustav tank in here. Sentinel's plate.
I prefer teams with clear roles. Your guild qualifies.
These are gonna make it happen. I just need the shards. We're gonna count on shields, not health. Fireball hits both. Oh. Split the damage, but it's the fireball that does anything for us. Another shield, please. This is how we roll. The death on round 2 strategy. Yes, that is what we do. So we've got our mystics. I actually didn't remember that we had mage and mystic. I didn't remember they were the same one. So I thought I was having 2 different categories as it is. I don't, so we're gonna, but he will become a tank, so I still need one of the assassin, duelist, or warrior, so I'm just gonna grab Irini. I wanted to get this as well because it was on sale, but we kind of need to stop failing. I might still freeze that because it is a ton of stats. but kind of awful. Again, I was just trying to get the fireball on 2 targets. And we really need Gustav to level after this. Start tanking. Three heroes round 2. It wasn't happening. We started with 5 fewer shards, so it was literally impossible. So I'm doing the best I can. You know, I understand that there's some critiquing that can happen there, but I'm doing the best I can with the resources I got. Not a tank yet, so we're gonna get one, but I'm counting on him to get a level and re-roll again, I think. This could be useful later, but it's not something I can do right now. I refuse to get Nicholas. Neat. Two combats, one of which will be the challenge, so we're just going to go with large power. Yeah, that's fine. Understandable. Front row. Really need levels. I can get Red Rift where, like, okay, you need to have a rank up on the first shop, or, you know, buy a tier 2. You know, something where you need to have that, like, the lucky roll. But then the whole point is to get win streaks where you're not going to be able to just quit and start over again. You need to, you know, you need to keep playing it through. You can't fish for the lucky roll. You're going to have the non-lucky rolls, and then you just lose your win streak. So, you can see how that would be a frustration point. Rip with the Glutton. I don't have any other rush things happening, though, and we still plan on getting a upgrade here. Again, I could get this, but it's a slot thing. Like, we have this. Eventually, we're going to have to throw this on him. We're going to throw this on him. Like, he doesn't have any slots, and nobody else wants this. So, we keep re-rolling. A tier. It's crit. Frost. Jason exactly 1. They gain attack speed. I'm not happy about it, but I think I'm gonna get it.
Just point me towards the fight.
Finish this. I don't know who's... Even with that, is she gonna still be better than a C tier already? Probably. And even more decreased stats. Okay, but we're going to permanently get the extra attack speed, which is what I'm really fishing here for. Just 5, so swap. But not having a tank on Gustav is what's going to kill me. I tried. I rerolled 4 times. And no boss tokens. Gustav. We could absolutely do a rip run, but I need Gustav to redeem himself.
Your guild qualifies.
Of course, starting with him, like, he might lose to this, for all we know. Go for the Hu Young. Dragomir can carry as well. Can't really do both. I would need both of them to have level 2 to actually be starting to work. You pick up Dragomir and then turn around and sell him. Just so that we have units and stop dying on round 2. Like, that might be plausible. Maybe we'll get, like, the gold per character. No, of course not.
One shot.
We have 2 assassins. But one of our Mystic's going to turn into a tank, so we should be fine as far as classes go, but I don't necessarily want to keep Dragomir if I need Hu Young to get the kills. It all depends on who we get. Now I could go another assassin here. Ratna. Permanently gain crit, but she'll be stealing kills from Hu Young. We could absolutely get, if we could get the party going with the classes, then we could have our Mystics, but until that happens, I don't think I buy the Mystics. Okay. This will give me like the shield on charge generated. This is an item, but gives all heroes shards. It's not a relic. Huh. Now if I keep you around, I might get shard generated, but I'm not trying to have you get the kills. I would want a different source of shard generated. I'm okay with having some shields. I like the Nicholas mechanic too. I just don't think I can't make the character work. I think it's a cool mechanic, don't get me wrong. It doesn't work for me. Did we have our mana stolen? I thought we were going to cast a second ago. I know he gets stunned, but like I thought the bar was full.
Everything is lining up.
Okay. If he's in the back row, right. He doesn't have a taunt either, so I can't have him in the back row and then taunt. It's just a waste. It's a lot of stats, and he's on sale. But I'm not going to be able to use the back row part of it. 6 mana regen will make a big difference.
Happy to help.
No, it's not Gustav! Picking the warrior path on the archer guy simply because he keeps attacking the furthest targets, and those are the biggest threats. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I'm doing this because my main tank... Wait, I'm gonna have a Gustav tank. This actually is great. I completely forgot because it hasn't been happening. Yeah, if Gustav's tanking, then Rowan starting the back row gives everyone 75% defense. Problem is... he's not gonna do any damage. Well... we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Do I get Dragomir? I don't want him doing the killings, so if that's the case... Assassins and Vanguards, we could do the rush thing, the Kingpin. Per shard generator, which we're not really generating. We want to, but we're not. We'd have 2 Vanguards then. If not, then I just need to sell them. If I'm not going to do this, then we sell and we refresh and look for Gustav. Look for Gustav. Or Hu Young. That's fine. Oh, 25. Right. Can't get this either. Booster warrior, so we could put on our tank here. As we go into the challenge mode. We're gonna triple those stats for the challenge mode. Yeah, this will just kill me outright. The damage like that. Oh, they didn't target it because poor decision making.
Slow it down.
I thought they were going to both target my tank, both the teleporters. We got one more cast of that. GG. Ay. Starting with Gustav is tough because he does new damage, and then not getting his level made it even worse. But we had Hu Young. There was a chance there. We can do Hu Young again. Nyx is absolutely possible to do. Let's do that because we're mixing it up.
I'm in.
You can get a tank. Not a fan of either one. These are my least favorite two. Give attack speed and still go my duelists. Can get a rush trigger and stall. The Blade Dancer. Because it's Nyx. Go rush. You do a rush trigger? No. Now, if Pollen would give me... we could do, like, rush and stalls. Because there is that relic out there somewhere. That'll do all of the damage based off of if you have, rush, then trigger the stall and vice versa. And just starting with Pollen is so weak. It's so weak. I'm just tired of losing on round 2. Sorry, I'm just really tired of it. Yeah, Nyx is the carry here. It just I don't have people I'm happy to support with. I can actually see the wisdom getting the 300 max health just so I can get through these fights and not lose heroes. Like that's actually a decent idea. It's just because of the key fragment costing money, I'm drawn towards the money thing. But let's give this a go. I guess I could throw that on our tank. Just worried she's gonna die. Might die anyway. %, she would have probably died. Maybe. Put this on Nyx. Can't afford it. I don't want to freeze for it, so. Some more stall triggers. On crit, inflict poison. Burn on everybody. On rush trigger. That's the one. Elementone, you did a run today with Pimetta, and Rowan checking out the back row ability worked out pretty well. Yeah, last run, when I realized I could have had Rowan in the back row, I was pretty excited because Gustav was going to tank, but he never did. For the life of me, I can't get the right people to level. But it would have worked great had it worked. Speaking of leveling, we're gonna get one. I'd like another one before this battle. Or we might just have her die and have to emergency rewind, and we'll have a more chance for leveling. Alright, I'm going to be doing the rush one. I'm not convinced it's any good, but we are trying to stack rushes. And then on crit, permanently gains, so crit and omnivamp. Might as well. Going into the challenge mode after all. Enemies heal, so. Whew, it's going to be tough. And we're gonna not have a good time. That summon there. They're attacking Nyx! Why are they attacking Nyx? I needed to move the snake over.
Bloom.
Nyx is gonna go. Okay. We plan on having some amount of crits, but need the levels.
That's new. That's new.
On kill gain shards, that's her killing, so no. Another rush trigger. Or just do the poison thing that we skipped over because, you know, we're trying to do silly rush triggers. We're doing rush! Now, I normally would re-roll. I still probably can, but I'm thinking about... Throw that on. That might be worth freezing over. Really need to level up Nyx. Okay, so if we move you over here, everyone should... Well, not this one, but these two should target her at least. Now we're going to be too far apart. We still got it. Okay. Easy peasy. Not doing a burn. Oh, we need to skip. And we need to level you so I can actually equip that. Transfer burn. I'm not doing burn. Dragomir. A rush trigger for burn that I'm not using. Throwing money down the drain. Pollen's underrated. I think C tier pollen is awful. I think once you hit B, she'll hold her own. The fact that it's multiple instances of shield and multiple instances of poison, that can trigger other things that a lot of people don't remember and don't really take into account. It's not like the total shield amount, it's the pulsing value of that, where, you know, 5 triggers of it. Big deal. %loss of stats means the boss. It'd be great to level. I could probably lose 20% on... Well, no, it's all heroes. All heroes. Still, leveling up Nyx. I'm just gonna do it. Leveling up Nyx is like the only thing keeping me going here. Okay. This just got buffed. Although I thought it was 2 burn. The patch notes said 2 burn, 1/1, I thought. Yeah, there was a 2. Hold on. I still got up here. The spark. No, actually they nerfed that. Never mind. It was 2, now it's 1, but poison is 1. So it is 1/1/1. Okay. Yeah, it got nerfed. Well, it got adjusted, so now it actually does poison from the start. It's always the second? I don't have the mastery on either. See, here's the thing. This, yes, it will trigger the rush more often. If we get the relic that does stall and rush, then you actually want the spark. The fact that she levels up also means we can equip this. %, less stats. And there she goes. GG. That's a tough fight, though. That's a really tough one. Zuri's assassin. Zuri is a waste of space, is what Zuri is. Tilly and Yuna are both plenty viable to start with. I have yet to have a win with Zuri. Like, we've been streaming this for 40, 50, 60 hours. I don't know what it is now. And Zuri has been a loss every time. I think I'd like to get Tilly later. Maybe get the thing after shards. Like, I'd like to get Yuna and generate shards, maybe.
I will not let our guild down.
Hey, Zer, good to see you. Doing Red Rift runs. Unsuccessfully is what we're doing. But we're doing it together. With the power of friendship, we will overcome. Get Scorn for a tank. Get another assassin with Huyang, but then we're going to fight for kills. Let me just make sure that Yuna is not like on ability use. No, it is on kill. It is on kill. But it's only once per combat, as long as they take turns. She's just not a tank. Yeah, but then if you want her as a DPS, why? Like, why not any other of the assassins? I don't see that. I don't see it. Like, you want her as a DPS that's actually getting attacked, then why not make her as a tank? Like, it's just, I can't figure out how you end up at an assassin for Zuri. People keep saying Zuri's good if you scale early game. Every time I've done a run with her, it's not that I pick her late. It's every time I've done a run with her, I pick her early game because she scales really good. So they say. Mm-hmm. So they say. Let's do it anyway. I know they'll fight for the kills, but let's do it anyway. We need some DPS. Permanent crit. Stack armor. Yep. I stack all the things. I'm with you. You certainly can. And then she dies. Try to get. These are all great tips. Just watch the VOD and we'll have done all of those. And she still dies. There might be other things that I'm doing wrong, but I'm pretty sure just through the persistence, through the sheer quantity of attempts and of doing different things, like, and none of them working, I can safely say that I don't like her. Now, it was nice we got that level. I do probably need to still get the key fragment, which I can't afford, so we're going to reroll. Okay, this is very good. And it's on sale. Item or offense? 100 hit points per second? Not if you're going to go for the assassin thing. See what I'm saying is, like, you could do the tank thing or the assassin. And we've had some people saying go for the assassin thing, like have her DPS. I'm like, that doesn't work. If you do the tank thing, yes, she can actually solo. She can solo the whole thing with enough hit points per second. It can be done. Not for me. It just doesn't work for me. But it had, like, it has been documented that she could solo with that hit points per second ability. But not for me. She is very particular, and she says not for Pastor Druski. Okay, so this is just better than that all around, and then stall trigger, which we don't have, so that. Zuri is just one of the units that isn't great in Red Rift. This is my first day ever streaming Red Rift. I've played a couple of times. I haven't really focused on streaming it. We've every other time since the demo came out, we've been doing endless and same results. Same results. Scorn has a stall trick. Yeah, he's got one. I'm not playing stalls though. Like, it's not a. It doesn't change the fact that he'll be the only one. Alright, so she got her one trigger. Now we need all the other kills to go to Huyang. No, actually, he doesn't have ability yet. He will. And honestly, Scorn is, unless you have, like, Mystics to buff his shield ability, Scorn's not that great of a tank either. I enjoy him. Like, I like playing him more than Zuri, but, you know, just staying honest. We go for the Hunter here. I don't have the Hunter or the Sniper. We could go for the Sniper. The max mana actually means you shoot less often. But he gets the attack in the range, and then he shoots the farthest. Gets extra bonus damage here. I don't know. I'm gonna go for more shards. Attack speed is interesting. Yeah, the Iranian Nyx combo is I agree is pretty strong. Just a strong amount of flat stuff here. Rush stats. If we don't get a level up on Scorn, I need to swap him out for a different tank. Increase stats. Yes, Revenged. Actually, I have a video on specifically that. Well, not just that. It's a run with duelists, and then I do that. But not only can you swap out Irini's the item upgrade to a respec and get another skill, keep the item, you can actually respec again and get a second item. You can go back into the item and repeat as long as you want. As long as you survive for. I need to move that. Our tank would have died anyway had I done it.
I'm on it.
Okay, things just changed.
I'm getting harder to ignore, aren't I?
I need him to survive. This gives me a shield. However small amount.
Everything is lining up.
On kill, get even more shards. Okay, that might stack. We might be dropping Yuna here in a second. I do need to do this, which is potentially disastrous. Apply very many shields. Like he just got a little, but it's gonna be a while before I do that, and I'm gonna probably die in the meanwhile. Meantime. We do need to have a Mystic or Mage. So potentially somebody like Grace or Fiona. Like I could pick up Grace because he's on sale, and then move her to the back row after we've done it. Making some money from that. Just have to live. Which we're not. She got the Omnivamp because he's going to be solo tanking here. Got all the money. Just need... The Omnivamp would have let me win. It's so pathetic. B's and A's. I just don't find the challenges of the Red Rift mode to be fun. They're just arbitrary. I don't like them. I wish it was something different to make it not just a denial of resources, you know? I enjoy Endless way more. I just wanted to have a day of trying it out. Like, all these can scale. We'll try to do another rush thing with Nyx, see how that goes. I just, like, this Rift Seal, like, this is miserable. It just sucks away fun. I don't know. We will need a tank or vanguard and a mystic or mage. I could grab Fiona, but she doesn't help me. Like, actually, I'd probably rather have Area. We could sort of have both, just to not die at the start.
I didn't join
And then I can put this on you. The death count? Yeah, that too. That too. Try to get the beam shooting the right target. Nix the tank. Here we go. Easy peasy. Yeah, at least the Mystic is like an easy target to put that thing on. Nope, not clicking Zuri. Tilly, though, this early. That might be worth selling Arya for. We've got a mage. We got a mage mystic, so we don't need to have her for the thing. And she counts as a warrior. No, warrior's the same. I still would need a.
That's not my kind of trouble.
I would still need a tank or vanguard. Tier 2 Tilly. Charge generated, which I saw we had 7. I was like, we must be generating it. It's just this, so we have 7. She'll generate her own eventually. I know we need defense to stay alive here, but I kind of feel like with these characters, it's going to be an offense is our best defense situation. On charge generated, we know we want to get more anyway because we're stuck with the spec. So just try. We shall just try. It's a shame that we're splitting targets, but we did just get that 500 damage. Lost. Evening to you. Vanguard Fiona, I've done it. It's the fire's minimal, the stats are like I don't like anything about it, but it's better than the other ones. I don't like Fiona's tier 2s at all. I use her for her primary ability of casting shields, but I'll pick like any other mystic. Generate shards, get a shield. And obviously other mystics. If we go Gustav, I get a mystic and I can get a tank eventually. If all goes well, which it hasn't been. Grace right now, it's not going to be any different than Fiona because it's just going to be holding the Rift Seal. But my problem is I'm going to need a tank or a Vanguard, right? Like that's what I'm looking at as the issue. I would actually like to have both. Have Grace in the reserve, and then Gustav tanking is what I would prefer. And I'd still like to get this on shards generated thing, but I don't know. With these two, like that's not getting any new shards generated. It's just Tilly's attack.
I prefer teams with
The problem with buying both right now is it doesn't help the field at all. We're going into the challenge combat, so I'll freeze this. We'll use our emergency rewind and pick it up. That's just what it'll be. 150% increased stats, insane. Yeah, Red Rift. Brutal is what it is. Alright, Gustav, you can... You can't cast because you're getting 20%, 25% less mana. I got it. It would have been nice if you could have. Yeah, I agree. He is bad until he gets his tank build. And this won't actually do anything until they generate shards. Which won't help me right now. I shouldn't have frozen it. Like, I was all excited because we got this as well. Like, we want shards, but we're not getting them. Stall trigger. Stall or rush, which is great. But not unless she's still C tier and got nothing. Like, this doesn't help me live this particular battle. Milan, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate it. Oh, the audio is delayed like that. This is not going to work. Alright, so I agree we should get some boss tokens over on the endless mode. We might just stay there. Like, I don't enjoy it. I tried. That was 3.5 hours of trying. The challenge, I don't mind challenge. Like, you guys, if you watch the channel any amount of times, like, we're challenging every time we could do anything more difficult, we're doing it. Like, but that's just, the challenge is just take away your fun. I don't know. I'm not enjoying the challenge. Now, obviously, we could do the whole duelist thing with the Rini. All three of those were totally viable. Alright, Lara, we'll see you later. Yeah, Red Rift does need the boon. I can see that. If Logan was B tier right now, I'd probably pick it up. But I think I'd rather do a duelist run, and then I'll need an actual tank to go with them. Stall trigger. Again, I don't like scoring without mystics. I can do Pimetta and get in buff duelists with her.
You want protection for your guild? Then stay close.
Stall trigger. We do have a stall trigger. Malta, good to have you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. I don't think I freeze this. And hey, Nicholas, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Choose a hero to get max hit points. Yeah, we've got a tank. That doesn't do very well, so we'll give it more. this is my chance to switch out Rowan. But the meta does have this ability that gives attack speed. Of course, we do have that mastery done. If we knew we were going to get some duelist relic, I could actually do the duelist thing for her. Reyna can be duelist, but she doesn't scale the duelist party. Excuse me. She can buff from other people scaling. But I don't have it. It's true I don't have it. For burn. Oh, no, 3. Inflict burn increases speed. We can just make everyone duelist and hope for the best.
I've trained for this day.
And we got this too. That's good. Nanad, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube as well. And DXL asking, or DXLeet asking, what do you get when all 3 stars on a character? This is an excellent question. I'm so glad you asked. You get 3 stars and a little crown up here. That's it. I'm hopeful that by the release of the game that there'll be more. I'm hopeful. We do have stalls, we don't have shards, which makes me sad, but we'll do the stalls.
Stay back.
This is so much easier than the Red Rift, and I know it's a 5% stats, but everything else seems easier too. Now, I think we're not choosing the lover, we're choosing the spicy. Obviously, we would want debuff types. But I'm just going to get all the duelists and see if we can't get, like, the duelists... Because they buff each other. That's what I really like about the duelists, is they've got the most synergy for each other. I guess I could have gotten Tilly there, too. This is one of the hardest ones, so we might still die right here. So much nicer when we're not counting deaths. Just gain attacks. Duelists will love that. We're not doing frost yet. We might end up later, but I think this is fine. Got our attack speed and crit. Oh! Alright, we're gonna get the item scaling. We don't have endurance. Like, this is not an endurance team. I'm not even really sure that we can defeat the turtle, but I'm gonna try it. Like, I'm not gonna do the max. Ramping up with duelists is not usually a fast process.
Stay back.
It's 10 seconds. We're behind. 17. Yeah, we were getting there, but I knew better. I knew better.
Stay back. They want you, they'll have to go through me.
Whenever a duelist attacks an enemy with frost, now we need to get frost on them. Everyone's going to be a duelist. We want everyone to be doing this mutual stacking. And I'd like for her, if she's going to have a bunch of attack speed as a duelist, I want her to have some Omnivamp. Again, she's not a good tank. But, you know, we're working on it. Whenever you inflict frost, inflict more. So you find some frost item.
Still climbing.
When you go through your runs, what do you usually look for? Synergies for classes or just random items that are best for your character? I'm all about synergies. And that's just because that's what's fun to me, not necessarily because I'm a pro that always wins. You've been here now 5 minutes and you've seen that I've not always won. So, but I'm having fun with synergies. Yes, I do know the trick for arena. In fact, with Endless here, we might even be able to do it multiple times. You can retrain to another one, which I actually should have done, and I was just in Red Rift mode. I should have done that just now. Retrained her. And then got the other one to stack duelists. And you can actually retrain back and get the item again. But I was distracted.
Again.
What's doing the fire damage? Well, that's right, this is. We just need some frost. You could get the item that does, when you do fire, you do frost. The relic, rather. This would be super valuable. Sal has the duelist going. Whenever they inflict a debuff. Sure.
Your guild just got cooler.
Auto attacks. Yeah, multiple spears, item stack, all of it. All of it. I know we could have done Nyx just now. I just didn't know it before I clicked. So we have since then clicked, and a lot's happened. We've clicked. So, you know. Now, because this is a backup ability, we're going to keep Sal out here until we get our thing. Sal does frost. Oh, that's right. Oh. Wait, what was it that I needed the frost for? Was it this ability? Yeah, this ability. Okay, so this is getting us burn, but we're not scaling with burn. We actually want Sal's attacks. Now everyone gets to start scaling. Too bad we're dying. Because we have a tank. It doesn't tank. This will help. Shop rerolls, costing 2 less. On sale. Whenever Mystic Shields. We don't have Mystic Shielding, and we don't have the friend. 50% more poison. I don't really like her poison ability. Attack and run. Well, true, but I want the attack speed to get the Zeus's Thunder. And then we're going to want the 25% attack speed to scale the Zeus's Thunder. So, like, all that. Oh. Alright, well, for the moment, Renya's... And look at this. For each duelist, stall abilities are faster. This is a really, really good shop. Active abilities gain crit. I don't think... Use that, but still. On auto attack, inflict frost. Every 9 when it gains a shard. I don't think we did the on shard generation, right? Yeah, I was sad about it, but we didn't do it. So we could do poison, but right now we know frost matters. So, because right now our current frost is like, it's a delay. Now it's going to happen right away. I just wish this was the team-wide buff. It wasn't, but I'll take what I can get. So each duelist, we got 3, so 12 seconds faster on the hit points per second, Predator in the cloud, and her doing the bonus damage. Okay, it's something.
Stay back.
Okay, really close there, but I'll take it. And how are we doing on our auto attacks? We're almost there.
I'm not even tired yet.
More duelist buffs. Whenever duelist attacks enemy with poison, they gain 2 attack speed, and it's back up. This is a stall trigger. This would be... Is that worth a freeze? This would be like after only 8 seconds we'd get the hit points. It'd be a trigger. I don't know. I'm not going to. Next combat, stunned. 2 combats, which include a challenge potentially. I don't like reducing the stat. Like, I'm afraid of that. I'll admit it. It scares me. And attack speed is okay.
Stay back.
Wow, that's a lot of debuffs on us.
It's okay.
Let's kill them faster. Kill them faster. I'm really glad we're not counting deaths. Good, we got this. We got this. All right. Back in business. On kill for rush 20, gain shards. I'll give it a go. It'd be nice to have some shard generation. Yeah, I agree. We need Omnivamp. I agree. Yeah, I actually mentioned that, but then I hadn't really been looking for it. But she is hitting fast. For a tank, she's hitting fast. So yeah, I do agree we need Omnivamp. This is maybe something worth freezing for. Because remember, it's stall. We're minus 12. No, we're minus... Is it 4 per? Yeah, now we're minus 16. Because we got 4 duelists. So this would be instant. A 33% hit point shield, instant. And because we're duelists, I think I'm gonna freeze it. Because we're duelists, it takes a while to ramp. 55% stats. So shields will help us ramp. This isn't done yet. Oh, it'd be really nice if that was done for the challenge fight. For each type of debuff, inflict 4 more of that debuff and deal bonus. Yeah, so that should actually work well together. She's doing our second highest damage. We almost didn't make it, but we made it, so it counts. Magic per rank of each mage. Reserves, mana regen, burn. First time each enemy. This is probably what we're doing. Do we have any rush triggers at all? I really think so. And even if we did, we don't have multiple to really scale that. So yeah, we're just gonna have burn. This is done. Grabbing this. Free rerolls, need Omnivamp. Bonus damage equal to the burn. We are doing burn now. We do have the free reroll thing. Like, this is actually, it's more shields. I'm gonna do that and reroll. Attack speed. I'm gonna freeze the duelist thing. Alright, Duelist Relic time. Whenever they auto-attack, they inflict burn. Whenever they attack, they get attack speed and attack for each type, which we have all 3. They inflict poison. Nope, nope. That is absolutely what we want. We're gonna get somebody pulled. Have it be you. Item damage. And she doesn't even have to be the one to equip it, but I think I still want her to be. She's still gaining this thing. I could potentially have it also hit the nearest, but she's not getting as much attack speed. Like, Irini's getting more attack speed overall because of her passive.